This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
nhliberty.org. Seabrook, Board of Selectmen member?
Yes, that's correct.
Brandon Kelly?
Brandon Kelly, yeah.
Is one of those types of activism in New Hampshire. And you have just taken your activism up a level by finishing a book.
Yeah, that's correct. It should be out within the next 30 days or so. The title is Enough is Enough, The Truth Will Set Us Free. It's my interpretation of what some of the major problems are in the country, the root causes of our problems that have to be addressed. And I thought I'd send it out there and see what happens.
Now, you have been in New Hampshire politics successfully generally as a libertarian operative or a Republican. You've done some stuff inside the Republican Party too?
I've made friends with some Republicans, some really, really conservative Republicans. I have kind of backed them on the side. I'm a 99% libertarian. I ran a selectman in Seabrook, which is, it was a non-denominational cause, but of course, everybody in the town from my writings for the last 30 years knew exactly what I was and they elected me, and now they have just re-elected me.
It's Seabrook. It's Grafton Seacoast.
Seabrook is. I actually moved to Seabrook initially because I knew they were very libertarian.
Yeah.
I lived besides in Amesbury, Mass, for 27 years before I moved to Seabrook. It took me about 25 years to actually make the move, but I knew where I was going right away. And now, I've been there since '99 now, and love Seabrook, I'm not going anyplace else.
But you live in a relatively free place, but you're focused on the root of the tyranny, and that is the Federal Reserve.
Yes, my two main things that I'm against are the Federal Reserve, and of course their offspring, the IRS, and I'm not in favor of the two-party system. I think it's one of the real problems we have. That these people co-conspire to do what's best for themselves and disregard what's best for the majority of the population. So I have to bring that out. And the other main issue I try to look at is education. Our schools are just an abomination.
Well, what do you think of all the things that you've seen done against the Federal Reserve so far, or proposed to be done against it? What do you think is the most effective? What's going to work?
Well, they're taking the milk totes in with to audit it. That sounds, really mealy-mouthed to me. The fact is, if you go look at the history of the Federal Reserve and where we are, and they are the cause. The reason we are in such dire straits is they keep printing and printing and printing all this unbacked money that in the history of civilization has always backed up. It just cannot succeed. It has to crash. It will crash. And I suppose they're setting themselves up to come rushing in with the new currency to be the saviors. We have to understand that this is what is going to happen and prepare ourselves not to do that.
What do you do as individuals, though?
I never going to tell people it's going to be easy, but I'll guarantee you if it crashes, it won't be easy. So my theory is let's address the problem before the crash and prepare. My theory is that the general people are really kind-hearted, and they will take care of the people who really need help. If you're one of those ones that's just been coding along, taking all you can get and putting no effort into taking care of yourself, you may have a problem. But in the end, my way of seeing things, I think the economy will come storming back. There'll be plenty of work for people who want to work. And some of the people who have been riding the gravy train are going to find out that they have to, maybe get a new job or do something that's positive. I can't help them.
So you believe that positive things in the long run could come from hyperinflation?
Oh, yeah. After the crash, look what happened to Germany. There's a perfect example. How did Germany make out after their marks were worthless? How do they do today compared to that?
Well, initially, though, there was hard times in Germany after hyperinflation, and then after that period, there was Hitler. So it didn't work out well at all in Germany at first.
No. I think the hyperinflation. Yeah, well, Hitler came along as supposed savior, I guess, and that didn't work out right. But in the end, it will come out. But the fact that it's going to come to hyperinflation and crash is undeniable, in my opinion. This is going to happen. And unfortunately, I don't think most of our people are prepared for it. And the reason for my book is to let them know that it's coming. And maybe you better start preparing.
Right. Okay. Brandon Kelly, Seabrook, Selectman, thanks so much for your time and your focus on the Federal Reserve.
Thanks, Doug. Nice talking to you again.
Is it safe to assume that you won't be corresponding with Homeland Security again?
That's Dave Minson from the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance, meeting with New Hampshire's governor, fighting Real ID. He's just one of many hundreds who've joined the feisty alliance and are making their mark on state government. Don't let these folks have all the fun. Do what I did. Join the alliance and help us keep the State House in check. nhliberty.org